if they could sit there instead of us.
I don't understand the logic behind this.
I don't either. Like, I genuinely think these people...
They actually sound insane.
This is crazy.
Do you mind if we actually take your rings for you?
Yeah. Would you mind if I had your wedding ring?
Yeah, why don't I actually marry
No, but listen to this. Listen to this. They said, can we sit there instead of us? Because it was only fair that we had our ceremony so they get the reception.
What the fuck are you talking about?
How are you nothing but us? Like, usually it's just one in-law that's like crazy and delusional. The fact that they're both acting like this is like...
It's like, I don't understand what your motivation is here.
I don't know either.
Oh, this will be fun. It's like it's a family affair.
Like a double wedding type thing? Yeah, that needs to be discussed, and I would say no.
You're just pushing your son away.
Yeah,
and
literally.
Your future daughter-in-law.
They literally said, don't worry, we'll still take it, even though you screwed up the tropical theme with a big smile on their faces. You're done. You're done. My jaw dropped, and the husband started to raise his voice when one of his brothers came over and took them away. They tried to come over during the meal, but were blocked by bridesmaids. So they had to wait until our first dance. We started dancing, it was lovely, and then when all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see two figures swaying.
Swaying?
They, like, got on the dance floor during the couple's first dance.
Oh my god. I think that would be it for me.
Yeah, honestly, you're done. Like,
you're
get
gone.
security over here. Seriously. I look over and see them bumping into people, trying to get into the literal spotlight my partner and I were dancing in. Once again, they had to be held back. No, kick them the fuck out. You're done. Enough chances. Get security.
This needs to be turned into like a TV show or something. This is insane.
This continued and they looked ridiculous each time. That's what I don't get, is that they're embarrassing themselves through all of this. They look bat crazy.
They look insane. What do the other siblings think about this? What about like her parents?
I mean, obviously everybody can see how actually unhinged this is. They constantly tried to lure the photographers away to take their wedding pictures and got mad even when they told them that they weren't getting married. And another fun thing, they got caught by some of the waitstaff trying to switch our cake with the pineapple cake they wanted in the beginning. We were told, and before I could say something, my husband literally pushed them out of the venue into a taxi that was parked in the entrance. He said they kept arguing and saying I had ruined their special day, and they paid them no mind and went back after sending them away. Did you send them to a loony bin?
Send them to Arkham Asylum.
I know.
Jesus,
God.
holy.
After that, everything went by smoothly until it was time for the bouquet toss. As I turned around to throw it...
I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, I think I do too. I feel my veil being ripped out of my hair. No, I didn't know where that was going. Oopsie. I turn around and I see my mother-in-law with my veil in her hand, waving it around, yelling in happiness, saying she won. You don't throw the veil, you throw the bouquet, you nut job. Four of my partner's friends had to hold him back because he was about to lunge at his mother. She kept saying that it was an old tradition that whoever got the bride's veil gets the honeymoon. I've never heard of that in my life. The cops were called and took both of them away. Yeah, honestly.
Jesus Christ.
My mother-in-law for the veil thing and my father-in-law for driving under the influence because while the taxi took them home, they drove back. Nothing happened after that. We had a great time with my veil on my head, and then my partner and I left. He was very mad and actually convinced me to press charges and file a restraining order about 2 months later because they kept showing up at our house, throwing wedding cake at our house, and that's it. My wedding drama.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That is so crazy. Girl, I am so sorry you had to go through this. This is one of the crazier wedding stories I think I've ever heard.
Oh my God.
Because it just doesn't make any sense. Like, it is so unbelievably unhinged.
I can't picture my parents doing that. Can you picture your parents doing
No,
that?
because it is batshit crazy.
It'd be cabbage rolls, actually, instead of Hawaiian.
Yeah, true. My dad
Charlotte!
swaps out the steak for the cabbage rolls.
I love your dad's cabbage rolls.
I will willingly have cabbage rolls at our wedding. Like, that is not something that I will fight. Also, most of their family have cut ties with them. Also,
What?
Charlotte, we love you in your videos. Oh, thank you for watching. I appreciate you.
What about me? What about me? I'm just kidding. I do care, but it's okay. I'm just a guest star.
So some context here. As you can probably guess, they got really drunk. We didn't have a set limit for guests on how much they could drink, but we did tell the bartenders to judge whether someone should still be drinking. My in-laws were told they couldn't drink anymore up to 5 times, after which they got into the bartender's van in which they brought everything. No one realized until after the event when we were looking at security footage. The bartender said it was fine, but we paid them a little more for the inconvenience. I'm sorry, but being drunk does not excuse this behavior because all of this was like premeditated. The clothes they were wearing,
Even the dress shopping.
yeah,
Like,
the dress
go back
shopping, that happened before the wedding. The clothes they wore to the wedding, that happened before. They had to pick that before. The wedding cake, they had to plan that beforehand.
Yeah, they tried to swap it out. Are you insane?
Yeah, no, you're crazy.
Also, yeah, showing up to the wedding. I imagine they were somewhat sober.
Yeah.
For the ceremony, and they were fully in like a red dress. Like
I wouldn't
whatever.
put it past them. I don't know.
God, yeah, maybe.
They also behaved so childishly. During the meal, they were throwing their food at other guests, which was actually really embarrassing. They kept saying it was because my mother-in-law could have cooked better or she would have chosen something different.
These people sound insane. I know I sound like a broken record, but these people sound insane.
And finally, they both got into a fight with my mother. Apparently, my mother-in-law came up to my mother to discuss the ceremony and started saying how I looked puffy and the dress didn't fit me well. I was 3 months pregnant and we hadn't told anyone except my mother and some of my partner's siblings. And I didn't think I was showing. My mom didn't say anything until she started saying how I was in this marriage for convenience and just overall things about me. My mother told me she almost slapped her but chose to throw a drink on her and they didn't speak again.
Man,
Wow.
I feel bad for this groom.
Imagine this happens and then you literally can't speak to your parents again. How are you lacking this much self-awareness?
Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that. That's terrible. I don't wish that upon anybody. Now your special day is tainted. I'm sure the rest of the night was fun, but like the fallout, the next few days, security cameras, like come on.
Next few years, realistically, like you don't have a relationship with your husband's parents anymore. Like that's sad.
They're throwing cake at your house?
Yeah, that's crazy. You just gotta laugh at it. You know what I mean? I cannot believe that this actually happened.
This one was invented by a writer.
I'm surprised that you actually let them sit. Like, you're a better person than me. If someone was behaving like this, like, what would have been the last straw for you? I feel like the last straw for me would be to, like, be loudly making comments while I was walking down the aisle.
Yeah.
That's like, you're done.
Yeah, 100%.
You're literally done. Like, you're kicked out. You have security. Like, they escort you out.
That is the most insane story I think I've ever heard.
For those of you who are watching who have, kids getting married, they have significant others, maybe you don't like them, don't do this because this makes you look like you're in the wrong.
Don't try and fix the problem yourself.
Just accept it. Hope that maybe one day they'll get divorced.
Or maybe realize that you misunderstood them and
Maybe you
can
did.
grow to like them.
Maybe they are genuinely not good for your son or daughter. Or maybe you can just kind of suck it up and try to have a relationship with them without acting like a total nutcase.